Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and this is day 80 of my 90-day TUF'ER challenge. I am going to ask for your help a couple of times before my 90-day challenge is over. So it's just questions, and so if you want to message me your answers on Facebook or email me, call me, or you can just comment on my video. I don't care how you do it, but I need your help. So today there's a couple of things. The first thing I want to tell you about is my 90 days is obviously coming to an end, although I'm going to continue everything I've been doing. The gym is looking for a new person to take on the 90-day challenge. It needs to be someone who is a new client to the gym that's never been there before, and someone who is serious about making changes to their lifestyle. It is the most incredible, amazing program I've ever been a part of. Obviously, it has changed my life, not only physically but mentally. I mean, just about every aspect of my life has changed. I am a different person than I was 90 days ago. So if you know of somebody who is interested, let me just tell you the basics of it. It is a totally free program for 90 days. You get a complete program. They will tell you everything to do. All of your classes are free. Your private training is free. You get meal plans and encouragement and accountability and someone who is there for you 24/7. It is incredible. Now your part is that you have to log your food, you have to weigh in, you have to show up, and you have to make these lovely videos every night. And so there's a contract involved and that kind of thing, but don't be scared about that. You will find so much motivation just from the changes that happen day to day in your life that you will not give up, and you will keep going and you will be successful. I cannot wait to see who they choose, but they're accepting nominations for somebody. So if you know of somebody, please either email me or email Shayla Ryder at shaylaryder.com. I think that's right. And or just go to the Transform You Fitness website, and you can email Shayla that way too. But anyway, if you know of somebody who, and they don't have to be like hugely overweight either, just somebody who really needs help transforming their life to get fit. So anyway, that's the first thing. The second thing that I need help on is, so many of you have asked me if I would please continue making the videos. And I'm kind of humbled by that a little bit and freaked out at the same time. I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk. But if somebody is inspired and somebody is encouraged or motivated by my words, then, or my experiences, I guess, really, I am more than happy to keep making these videos. So again, either a comment or email me, call me, message me, whatever, and just let me know yes or no on continuing the videos. And the other part of that is how often. I can't imagine continuing them daily, but I will do them as often as you guys want me to. So how's that? So those are my things that I need help with today. In a couple of days, I have another question that I need to ask everybody for help on, so I'll let you know about that. Today, my husband is home and life is great. I'm so glad to have all my little birds back in the nest. Although I had every intention of sleeping in this morning, but his like time clock or whatever it's called is so off that he was like bright and awake at 7:30. Come on, dear, let's get up, we gotta go, we got stuff to do. And I'm like, are you kidding me? My one morning a week to sleep in, and I am so exhausted. So he tried to let me go back to sleep, but I just couldn't go back to sleep. So I was kind of bummed about that, but what can I say? Okay, exercise-wise, it's my rest day, but I ended up going to yoga tonight, and oh my gosh, you guys, I loved it so much. I'm so glad that I went. I've never regretted going to yoga. I just have to say that. I mean, I always come out with something. So tonight was a very interesting night of yoga for me. I think I've told you before that yoga always seems to bring up like emotions or feelings that, you know, I wasn't aware of or whatever before. And tonight it was very interesting for me because first of all, we did a couple of poses that I was really challenged on because of my knees being bad. And so my instructors have always been so kind and helpful, showing me a modification or telling me to do, just do this instead or whatever. So I did what I could, and I knew I was doing the right thing, and I didn't feel bad about that. But I did just have this overwhelming sense of grief almost, because I felt limited, and I don't want to be limited. I want to be able to do every single pose that the other ladies are doing. I want to be able to do it all. The other part was I found myself, which is so absurd. I mean, it's just so crazy. But it got a little competitive tonight, I have to say. And I don't like that, because I know that yoga needs to be about me and not about what anybody else thinks of me or about what anybody else is doing. It needs to be my practice. And I have never, ever felt competitive before. But tonight I did for some reason. And I just had to squash those feelings. I'm like, what the crap is going on? This is not like a contest. You do your practice. You do what you can do. So it was very interesting to watch those feelings come up and have to deal with them. Yeah, it was really interesting. So that's all I'm going to say about it. But it ended up being a great session. We did a lot of balance things today, and I told you that, I think that was on Thursday, that Heidi worked with me on balance. And I love it. It's so strengthening. It really is. We did our Warrior 1 and Warrior 3 tonight, and it was awesome. And I was talking to Suzanne afterwards about Warrior 3, and I said, Suzanne, I was trying to be so yogi about it. Like, is our goal in Warrior 3 to have our hands up to our sides or in front of our heart? And she said, Elizabeth, there is no goal. You do what you feel is good. And I'm like, oh man, why do you have to be like that? She's right. It's not a contest. You just do it and just be. Oh my gosh, it was so good for my head tonight. I cannot even tell you. I got on the scale this morning, and Shayla was totally dead on about my cheek yesterday. I mean, the scale came back down, and she was like, so, how about that? Aren't we surprised? And I just had to laugh with her. I love my trainer. I'm so thankful for her, and she's going to be back in the gym tomorrow, which is awesome. That's all I have for tonight. I know it was totally random. Please answer those questions for me. If you know of anybody, if you have a friend, or maybe it's you, just please let me know, and I will totally nominate you. I would be honored to do that. And answer my questions about continuing the videos. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow.